topics that will be covered in this Excel workbook will be a quick recap of the intro lecture, how to sort and filter data. We'll look at formatting tables and the use of cell reference. So let's move on to the first worksheet, which was a quick recap. Remember, in the intro lecture, we said that Excel was a spreadsheet program that will allow you to store, organize, and analyze information. We spoke about its powerful features and how anyone can use it for various different reasons. So what was the layout of Excel? Firstly, any file in Excel is known as a workbook. And like a book, imagine that you would insert pages or worksheets, which can be renamed, protected, etc. So very similar concept. These are the worksheets here at the bottom. We can continue adding more worksheets to our workbook as we build on it. So looking at the layout, remember you've got a spreadsheet format which has rows and columns. The rows have headings or labels, which are numbers, and your columns have headings or labels, which are alphabets. Where the two of them intersect will be known as an active cell. Once you click on any cell, it becomes active, and this cell address will then appear in the name box. We also have a formula bar here, and whatever again is typed into an active cell will appear on the formula bar. You can edit from here as well, or you may edit directly in an active cell. So we looked at the use of functions, and there are three different methods that one could use in order to insert a function in Excel. So let's explore the three methods using, again, information or data that we have accumulated. So the first one is fruits and the amount of fruits that you've bought. We want to look at the first method of summing these values. So remember, if we want to insert a function, we would first put in an equal to sum sign. To sum these values, we will start typing the word sum, and you can see that this is one of the features in Excel. We can then press tab, hence Excel will then put or set it up for you. It is then asking you to put in the numbers that you want to add. Our numbers are from 50 to 40. So we can put in all of these numbers instead of each one individually by simply clicking on the first one, holding the mouse down and dragging to indicate the range. End off by putting a close brackets and press equal to. So this is the first method by simply typing in equal to and then calling the function sum and allowing Excel to then calculate it. The second method is by using the auto sum feature. So here too, you will see that on the home ribbon, home tab, you will see right here in the corner auto sum. So let's now just activate the cell, click on auto sum, and it will set everything up for you. Excel is asking you, is this what you want to add? If you are satisfied with it, you then press OK or enter. Now remember, the auto sum is not only used for summing, but you could use it to average numbers, count numbers, maximum, minimum, and there are various other features as well. The third method is now by inserting a function or by clicking on the insert function. So where do we find that? Insert function is this little fx, which appears next to your formula bar. So again, we want to now insert a function here. Let's click fx. What are we wanting to do? We are wanting to sum. So I can type in sum, S-U-M, and I can say go. Excel will then find everything that has sum in it or something similar, the one that I want, I click on, and then it asks me, What would you like to sum? So, firstly, it's suggesting something, but if you want to go and put in exactly what it is that you want to sum, we will then highlight all the values, go back, nothing else needs to be done, and you say OK. And this is the third method. So we have three different methods by using the equal to and then typing a function, auto sum for the commonly used functions, and then your insert function for slightly more complicated functions that need to be used. The next worksheet deals with sort and filter. Now, in order to sort and filter data, it's always useful to first put in your data into a table. So there are various different ways of doing that. You can click anywhere on this table, insert, and then table. Alternatively, you can highlight everything that you would like to put into a table. And then on the Home tab, you will see here Format as Table. If we click that, we can choose any style that we're interested in. Yes, our table does have headers, and then you will see that these little drop-down arrows appear. What this allows you to do is to simply sort data or filter data. So let's look at how we can sort data. You click on the arrow, sort from A to Z, meaning from ascending order, our table has automatically been sorted. If I wanted to now sort November from the largest to the smallest, you can see again it has now sorted our data. The other thing that we could do is filter data. So assuming now that I only wanted to include those entries that have beef and bread. So I can click on this box, select beef and bread, say OK, and you can see that it has filtered out all the values that I do not want, and it has put in only what I am interested in. I can remove this filter by simply clicking on this again and clicking on clear filter, and I go back to my original data. So these are very useful features, and you should always format your table.